Welcome back to another video. My name is Matt and I help people overcome retroactive jealousy. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about this retroactive jealousy truth, this tip, this mindset, that if you can adopt this rule, let's even call it, it can absolutely set you free. And this is another rhyme. I know in my video yesterday, I said, you feel it, you heal it. This is another rhyme that you get to add to your list of, I don't know, retroactive jealousy rhymes that will help you in the end really overcome this when you adopt this mindset and this strategy into your life. Before I reveal that to you though, if you could take a quick moment and smash the like button, that will activate YouTube's algorithm and get the video out to more people that need to see it. So I'd really, really appreciate it. So here is this rule. Here's this retroactive jealousy truth that I think will set you free, because this is the reality of the fact when it comes to these thoughts that come in. They're intrusive, they're painful. We really want to react to them. We really want to check on them, dive into the thought, check things on social media, check with our partner to see if this is the truth surrounding this thought and this idea. But here's the rule. The more you check, the more you wreck. Okay? The more you check it, the more you wreck it. That is this key to this whole thing. The more you check into these thoughts, the more you explore them and go down this rabbit hole, the more, again, you check social media to see if this date matches this date, to see if they look happier than they used to see how attractive this person is compared to you. That was my big one. Okay, the more you check in with your partner, ask questions and things like that, the more you wreck your journey, the more you wreck this progress that you've been making. That's so, so key. When we strip away all these layers, we come back always, that retroactive jealousy, that these thoughts coming over and over and over and over and over again is OCD. And if we can really narrow this down to the fact that this is a form of OCD and treat it as such, we can find freedom a lot faster. And I know that's, again, it's easier said than done because there's a lot going on. We might have some insecurities, we might have some confidence issues, we might have a lot of stuff. But again, and all that, working on that definitely helps too. That's why I've got a lot of videos on that too, of course, on this channel, and courses and things like that. But when you get down to it, if you can nail this OCD part, take down this OCD part, you will find freedom. And then you can work on the other stuff after you've got out of this thought loop. After this is not something you think about 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, now you can really put your focus into other areas of your life and improving your life, so on and so forth. So literally, these thoughts, these things that take place, the thoughts that are so intrusive about your partner's past, whatever it is, the one-night stands, the mental movies, if you check them, you will wreck everything that you're doing, okay? If you continue to check. Every once in a while, if it happens, I get it. But if you continue to check them on a normal basis, the more you check, the more you wreck, okay? And again, that was why my retroactive jealousy lasted so long, because I'd be somebody that thought exploration, digging down deep. Let me think about this thought. Let me rationalize this thought. Let me get to the bottom of it. Let me figure out why. Let me be okay with this thought. Let me give this thought life. Let me play the scene in my head over and over again. Let me ask my partner question after question. Why did you do it? Why would you have to do that? I don't understand. I understand this, but why this? The second time, why would you? How come da-da-da-da? Why would you? Over and over, like it mattered. This was before she met me, right? Like, didn't you know I was coming into your life? How dare you? Didn't you know? And I had a past too. The questions weren't fair, but they seemed so real. I had to find relief, right? But I kept, again, checking, and wrecking. And it got to the point where I wrecked it so much that I was making my partner cry. And it was like, at that point, I had to snap myself out of it and go, I can't, what am I doing? When I'm seeing her cry, when she looks at me and she says, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? This was before I knew you. What do you want me to do? Seeing the tears go down her face, I just thought, what's happening here? I can't do this anymore. I can't ask that. This is not a her problem. This is a me problem, And really, I had to get to the bottom of it. And that was literally the breaking point. And I found that out. The more I keep indulging in these thoughts, the more I keep checking on things, the bigger and bigger and bigger it's getting. So what if I stop doing these compulsive behaviors? What if I stop? And what if these thoughts come in And once they come in, I feel that anxiety, and the thoughts say, yes, explore me. Yes, ask this question. Yes, do that. And what if I say no? What if I say no? Because every time I've done that, it has not served me ever. It's made my life worse and worse and worse. So what if I said no and continued on with my life, doing what I wanted to do? And what if the thoughts came back 10 seconds later and said, check on this, check on that, check. And what if I said no again? And I just kept moving forward. What if I did this over and over and over again? That was my path to freedom. It's a bumpy one. It's a painful one, but that's the path to long-term freedom. Because again, checking these thoughts, doing these compulsive behaviors, we feel we have to do it to find that relief, right? And we do, usually, maybe, for a little bit, find a little bit of relief, sometimes just for 1 second, 2 seconds, sometimes for maybe a couple hours. But the thoughts always come back. Another question always comes back. Another mental movie always comes back. It doesn't work. It does not work. The short-term relief that we get, again, is just that. It's short-term. In the long term, it leads us to getting worse and worse and worse. It comes back harder and harder every single day. So literally, we have to do just the opposite of this. Instead of getting the temporary relief now, we have to feel the pain now. Okay? Instead of getting the temporary relief now and feeling the pain later, we have to feel the pain now, and the long-term relief will come because of that. That's so important. So important. It's just like anything you do, you have to feel the pain first, and then the long-term happiness, the long-term results come after. For instance, going to the gym, okay? If you're lifting weights, building muscle, whatever it is in the gym, you're gonna go to the gym a lot for probably a few months, maybe up to 6 months. Sometimes it takes a long time to really make a big change in the gym. And you're gonna see no results whatsoever, but you're gonna be going through a lot of pain and a lot of struggle. And there's gonna be days you wanna quit, saying, I see no results, I'm working up a sweat, I'm going to the gym every day, what the heck? But if you keep doing that and go through that pain, what does it lead to? Long-term happiness. You're gonna hit your goal. You're gonna get that body that you want. Same thing with like a diet, you know what I mean? Going through that long-term pain. You start out a diet, for the first few weeks or so, you probably see no results. Maybe even after a week or two, or a month or two, you may only see 2 pounds or 3 pounds. It's uncomfortable. It's painful to have to change your way of life. But what happens when you stick to it? Long-term happiness. You get those weight loss results. Building a business. This will be my last example, but building a business. When you start out from zero, or you start out in debt and you put in the hard work day after day and earning $0 paychecks, when you're starting a business, it's hard. It's tough. You want to give up. It's that pain you're feeling now. But what happens months down the road, a year down the road, when your business is thriving and now you're a million and billion dollar company? It was worth it, right? Long-term happiness. That's exactly what we have to do here. It's the same thing. We have to do something now that our future self will thank us for. We have to go through the pain now, so later on down the road, our future self will look back and say, God, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I know it sucked. I know you were hurting badly. I know you wanted to check on everything. You wanted to check it and wreck it, but you didn't. You didn't. You kept going with your days, and look where we are now. I can breathe. My relationship is better than ever. I'm the best version of myself I've ever felt before. I've learned so much along the way. I'm so grateful that I went through this. That will be your future self. That will be your future self. So again, going back to everything, which can be summed up in that phrase, the more you check it, the more you wreck it. The more you check, the more you wreck. Into these thoughts, into these things. That you wreck your progress. You will wreck your ability to get better if you continue to indulge in these compulsive behaviors. So we got to stop the checking. No more checking, okay? No more checking. It's tough. It's hard. But you got to make that promise to yourself and to your partner now. If this is a relationship that you want to keep and you see yourself with this person, when you strip away everything else, if you say, this is the person, rationally, I know, without all these crazy RJ thoughts and emotions, I want to be with this person. This is the person for me. When you've agreed to that, you need to stop checking. You need to embrace this comfort, and you need to push forward with your day. When the next thought comes in, don't check it. Feel it as comfort, and say, I'm not going to wreck my progress. I'm going on with my day. Next thought comes in 5 seconds later, 10 seconds later, 30 seconds later. I'm not going to check it because I know I'll wreck it. I'm going to continue on with my day. You will find freedom. You will find freedom. Pretty soon, these thoughts will come. There will be no anxious response. There will be no need to think about or explore. They'll come one side in and out the other. You will have built up that muscle. You'll have built up that business so much. You've succumbed to all that pain in the process of building it on, that you're in that path. You're on that road right now to freedom. And you're at that finish line, I should say, to freedom. That you've made it that far. For that long-term happiness, you're in it now. That will be you very, very soon. If you enjoyed this video today, I'd appreciate it if you could take a quick moment and smash the like button so we can get the video out to more people that need to see it. Also, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. If you have not already done so, click the notification bell so you are alerted every time I post a new video. Of course, if you want access to any of my courses that include 30 days of email coaching, those links are in the description below. I'd love to help you personally overcome retroactive jealousy. I also have spots open for my premium WhatsApp coaching program. If you want to get more personal with me, have my personal phone number, be able to send audio, video, text message, anything to me. We'll work through the process together. You can do up to 30 days of coaching with that, or just 1 day of coaching if you want. And if you want to stick around here on YouTube, I got another video that I'd like to share with you. I'm actually going to talk about 4 other truths about retroactive jealousy that I had wished I had known sooner. It would probably help me overcome this a whole heck of a lot sooner had I known these. So if you want access to that video here on YouTube, I'll leave a link in the description below. So please check that out if you're going to stick around. Other than that, thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next video.